When we last left off, our intrepid heroes managed to break the blood curse that had haunted their adventures since day one. By sucking the curse into an idol during the ritual, they were able to make it manifest in such a weakened state that a blow from a weapon could indeed kill it. But in so doing, Queensguard and Nerithia, the spirits that had also resided in the curse's most recent host, were all but destroyed. All that remains of any of the three are soul stones, which, luckily, Backy and Skezza were present of mind enough to capture. During the intervening 2-week period, between now and then, Skezza journeys out and begins recruiting cowgirls and catfolk to her rural sanctuary, and even managed to awaken those at the Minotaur village and elsewhere. And just as importantly, she drank down a certain potion and finally got to the baby making with Kaelirra. Bow chicka wow wow. Having finally bought themselves a little breathing room, the party decides to head into the foothills in search of an ancient temple. There, they hope to find a Spider of Leng, an ancient creature whose magic webbing may be able to fix the broken arcane mirror in Thea's tower. So, we going dungeon delving today, boys. Pick out your party members.
Wait, is this after or during the 2-week downtime?
This is after.
But we only got 1 week.
No, we did both weeks last session, and I said if you had anything else you wanted to do, you could put it in Discord and we'd handle it there. Nobody gave me anything over the last day or so. Meh.
Oh,
I'm just, spell
I have
researcher.
no recollection of that. I'm fucking drunk, was I?
Fairly. But,
Okay, that could probably explain it.
Third, you can give me your spells whenever. I have you.
I
marked
need
down
to
as
think
having them.
about them.
Yeah, I know that was the problem last time. But no rush. Celadrie has...
Considered Celadrie's antidepressant, but
Yeah,
Oof.
that might be a good plan. But yeah, we are going off to Spiderland today, so if you'd like to bring anyone with you, select your party members from those below your character, as usual.
I'm gonna take Sig as a companion.
Do you have Sig's character sheet? Because if so, you're more than welcome to play her.
I do not.
Then, unfortunately, we cannot have Sig with us.
I'd actually kind of want to... Is Maricha, does she have any class levels yet? She's still blank slate.
She is still a blank slate.
Need to turn her back into a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Since Callie is going to, I guess, be staying home for a while, I'm going to ask her if she can maybe reconnect with Maricha, since she used to be kind of devoted to you, sort of, but the evil version. Maybe try to,
Alright, she can definitely do that.
So I guess I'm gonna take Brandon, and I'm gonna take my new Paladin cow. One I'm constructing right now.
Bloop.
Kaladin?
Paladin, and I guess Deathwing.
Well,
I'm allowed to
obviously.
have 3 people now.
Well, 2 people and a burb.
2 companions and my bonded mount.
Okay. Anybody you'd like to bring Celadrie?
Can I also bring my non-combat trap springing NPC?
You can bring as many non-combat NPCs as you want. Just as long as he stays out of combat, it's fine.
Nar will stay out of combat, but he will pick locks and break traps.
That's what he do. Yeah,
No.
so-
Just my Kinaras.
Alright. You
Usual.
wrangle up a herd of Dracotars.
One herd of Dracotars.
So when are they gonna do the fusion dance?
When we've confirmed that, what's his name?
Lord Winter.
Winter won't, you know,
Destroy
murder
them.
That's a nice divinity you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Can you cast Sending as a spell?
Me?
Yes. With a
I
long
don't
distance
specifically
communication
know it.
spell. You should get onto learning that so I can do something.
Yes, Master. I'll learn spells just for you. Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to ask Lord Win? Then we can ask. We can use the spell to ask Lord Winter, or talk to
That
or
is a
talk to one of his
25th
people that
level
I've seen.
spell?
No, it's not.
Why does it 25th? 5th level spell? Sends
Yeah.
25 words, that's what.
Yeah. I just need to set up a meeting with one of his dudes again, because Sig scared them all off last time. He told them to fuck off and never come back, because that's what he does.
I need to invent Celadrie's hollow message.
It's just...
So
Because this 5th level spell sent 25 words. Nah, that's not working.
Oh, yeah.
third, you said this follow message, so you're like preaching religion.
Why is it not in my own?
So I'm what?
You said Celadrie's hollow message, so you're preaching religion.
Ah, I got you.
Ho, ho,
Holographic
ho, ho.
message. Celadrie's help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
You've had
Yeah,
this
but that's
discussion.
That's less than
Yeah, we
25
had a
words
discussion
anyway.
of how retarded that fucking spell is.
Oh, what, the 25 word limit for a 5th level spell?
Yeah, so I wrote a thing a while ago. Let me pull it up. Put it in a handout. And by wrote a thing, I mean I'm pretty sure like one of you just decided what this did, and I was just like, alright, sure, that works.
Mm,
Boop. Save changes, show to players. Show to everyone. Whatever.
dream sending.
Yeah, just completely invalidate that ridiculous spell. The spell. Talking are hard.
But it says up to 25 words.
Yes, but you'll notice it's a first level spell with a really
Oh.
long range.
Okay, that's good. I will have to get Brandon to learn that spell. Actually, he's a cleric. Clerics can just learn their spell, can just ask for their spells.
This is
So
true.
I can just get
Uh-huh.
hey, can you ask for this spell tomorrow? Can you pray for this spell? So I need to
There you go.
send a message.
Don't even need me.
Guess not.
He will turn to Kaelirra, who is probably standing nearby as you're all getting ready to depart, and ask for the spell.
It's so it's so it's so surreal when that kind of weird happens, because she's right there and it's just so weird.
I guess I can let you have that spell. Sure, why not?
It's like
Delightful.
Kinathis,
Sorry, it snuck up on me.
Kinathis,
Yes.
and then you go and during a sermon, and may Kaelirra's guiding light shine upon you. And you all turn to your right where she's standing, and you just look at her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so she just looks, oh right, light, shine.
party are assembled. So, we join our party at the Ducal Keep, where you've just finished a short visit with Princess Leng, or rather, Duchess Leng. A week ago was her father's funeral, a somber affair attended by yourselves and the city's elite and esteemed. Cassidy Leofric and Sir Fergus were notably absent. While the coronation ceremony has been delayed due to Leng's fragile health, she is, in both name and fact, now the ruler of Pergoleth. Rumors circle the city as to what happened in the keep that fateful night, but the city remains on edge. Many blame the hobgoblins, others blood mages. Celadrie, you've seen tome knights forced to form shield walls at Libram Hall's gates, trying desperately to keep out vengeful commoners several times since the rumors began to circulate the town. Luckily, no one's been hurt that you're aware of, but things have been tense.
Cry. Cast Celadrie's antidepressant again.
Luckily, Leng is slowly recovering. You're on your way out, ready to get on the road, when you see a rider coming up the lane from the keep's gate. Or rather, what seems to be two of them, riding on the back of a lynx near the size of a warhorse. Both are caked in dirt and dust, and the first of them is wearing a green cloak so tattered that you're half sure the oversized feline has been tearing into it. Do-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho. It's only when the riders approach and the lead one throws off his hood do you recognize him as Sir Fergus.
Fergus!
His beard is unkempt and his hair is a mess, and you can see several dents and scrapes on his armor as the cloak falls away. But he's very much alive and hale, and, it seems, bringing presents. Skezza.
Yes.
The second rider, it turns out, is an empty suit of armor. A huge, ugly, bulbous thing that looks like it's made out of the same cast iron you'd make a great big cauldron out of. It's basically the ugliest armor you've ever seen, and so bulky that you're almost sure even you would need like stilts to walk in it properly.
Goodness gracious.
But, Fergus says, this is the armor you sought.
Thank you for getting it. Are you okay? You look like you've seen a fight.
A fight or two, aye. The lizard folk were having some problems with, coastal creatures.
Oh.
I agreed to help them out in exchange for the information you wanted.
Well, that's good. Thank you. I'm sorry it seemed to be more trouble than I thought it would be than it was going to be.
These things always are. Don't worry. And he will awkwardly haul the giant suit of armor up, almost fall over with the weight of it, and plant it in front of you.
Interesting. My, what a strange suit. Goodness gracious.
Oh god, it's a Big Daddy!
It is in fact a Big Daddy suit.
Oh. +1 medium fortification plate armor. Weighing thrice as much as normal.
Thump, thump, thump.
Wow. You can breathe underwater, and it can resistant to even the most crushing blows and probably extreme pressure. Fully immune to all poisons, gases, and not delivered by direct attack. Cannot be crushed. The user gains resistance to bludgeoning damage, is immune to effects that would crush or flatten them. Extreme death, stepped on by a dragon. Good God. That thing is going to be this thing's going to be a bit difficult to walk around in.
Yes, and it's hideous.
And it's hideous.
Just also a potion of Ant's Call.
Yeah, that might be necessary with something like this, but that's going to be a lot of potions.
Well, it's 1 hour per level, so...
Well, yes, but an enchantment would be nicer. Actually,
Fergus
I don't know if I have
suggests
the money
getting a
for that.
cart, just hauling it
A
around.
cart. Oh, yes. But I mean wearing it. I mean, I do need to wear it for something.
Alright, well. Fergus will pat the, just simple breastplate he's wearing and say that most knights just change into their armor right before a battle and just walk around in it all the time.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Push and mantle would probably
I
be
did-
fine.
I did learn the shrink item
Hmm.
spell.
Oh.
Well. That might work.
How long does that last for?
Not long enough.
This is a really interesting... After we're done, after this armor has seen its use, perhaps we can...
Oh shit! Yeah, it's non-magical
Send-
items.
Perhaps we can send it to those inventor dwarves of your friends. They might
Yes.
get a kick out of poking around at it.
Oh,
Perhaps they
sorry,
can-
it's 2 hours per level, so 20 hours per potion.
Perhaps they can make a less restrictive version. Anyway,
Although- yeah, some engineering of this could work together with.
oh man, imagine an actual minotaur sitting inside this thing.
It looks
Ooh.
like it was built for a minotaur. It's fucking huge.
Oh, that's an idea.
Turns out ogres in this setting just really intelligent, like steampunk level building.
I'll have to have this sent to the warehouse for now until we're done, and can cart it all the way up to Keelandsburg. I will go to Fergus and grab him in a big hug. That will lift him clear off of his feet.
Alright. He will sort of squirm a little bit and kick his feet like, what the hell?
Then I will ruffle his hair and thank him profusely for doing this for me. And then I will put an arm around him and so how are you doing? You just kind of disappeared for a little while.
Yeah,
Did you? I thought you just needed some time to yourself.
yeah, a little alone time did me well. After what
That's
happened,
good. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
should have been there.
we didn't know what would have. We didn't know it would go that way.
You nodded slowly. So, how's Lynn? Keeping up?
She's getting better, I think, now. She's sleeping better, and her health is slowly but gradually improving. I think in time, a few more weeks, she'll probably be back to her old self.
Well, that's a relief.
Though
Mm-hmm.
a friendly and recognizable face would probably help speed up her emotional health.
You should go say hi.
Fergus up and down.
Yes, you're right. You'll excuse me. I guess I have an apology to make to the princess. I hear I missed a important day.
Funeral. Yeah. You didn't miss her coronation, though. That's been postponed. At least officially, anyway. Until
Oh.
she's feeling better.
That'll be a sight to see indeed.
But first, there's a hot dog with your name on it. And a razor.
Alright, I'll go inside.
Next time we catch each other in town, I'm gonna buy you a bunch of drinks, Fergus.
Alright, I appreciate it. Gods know I could use it. He'll give Skezza a big clap on the arm and turn towards the keep, leaving you with this big, imposing suit of armor just sort of staring at you.
How much does it look to weigh?
3 times the normal amount of a plate armor.
So, like 150
150.
pounds?
If that's what plate armor normally weighs times 3.
Plate
Yeah.
armor's 50 pounds, I think, yeah.
Let's see. Yep.
Okay,
Now
so
that thing looks heavier to be than 150.
Well, you know, it's the closest image I could find.
well,
Probably
that
will
is
axle that
within,
shit on the back.
that is within my heavy load, but that's going to be it's going to be an awkward carry.
Just let me carry it, okay?
I can do it.
I just putting that aside for the moment, Backy, how would you carry it? Not talking about strength,
Wow.
just like the sheer size and bulk of it.
Yeah, grab over the back. You know, like you put my back against it.
How
Grab a
about
hold of it
you?
and lean
Okay.
forward.
How about you drink your potion, you grab the legs, I'll grab the arms and the torso. And we'll cart it on, and we'll just cart it on down to the warehouse.
If we're splitting the weight, I don't need a potion.
Or, I mean, we're going to. We're going. The temple, the Leng temple, is really close to Kalensburg anyway. We may as well just rent a cart, some horses, and have it carried to all the way
Might as
there
well.
with us. Yeah, it's really
Point
close
to the nearest
by.
urchin. There are probably some urchins around, right?
Merchants? Not.
No, urchins, street urchins.
Oh, urchins not near where you're standing. You're in the keep, but you can dredge
Yeah,
some up.
We're in the keep?
Well,
we're
you're inside the
outside.
walls of the keep.
Oh. Oh, well, I'll stick my head outside the fucking walls and look around.
You find several urchins.
Okay.
Smells
probably know who it-
some strawberries.
They probably know me by now since
Yeah, a couple of them
it
do.
says,
They wave.
I said that. No, wait, I say, I need a cart, a big cart, and a horse. 20 silver to all of you if you get it to me.
Get 2 horses.
And two horses. Two horses. And I throw them a bag of 250 silver. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that can buy you a horse.
2 horses and a cart. It's more than enough.
Shrink, put in closure, forget about it, spell expires, crushed to death when it pops back.
Okay.
Pretty sure Razorwing would not be happy if he had to carry me in that thing.
No.
I mean, he could handle it. He could handle it, but he wouldn't be happy about it.
No. If you
but
thought
if he-
Razorwing was a little bitch before about carrying heavy things, oh boy.
Okay, I've been thinking about this for a while. Savin, is there a place in town where farmers like to, spend some time? Would that be the Randy Cat or somewhere else like that?
Probably, but farmers don't really come to town very often. Remember, this is when, you don't really go more than 5 miles from your home until you die.
Right.
They might come to the city once a season to sell their shit, but otherwise they sort of stay on their
Unless
farms.
it's important.
Yeah. But yeah, anybody coming in from like the farmlands would probably be at the Randy Cat.
What ideas do you have this time?
It's less ideas and more of there might be a problem later on if I don't deal with something. And that is, you know how adventurers are hired to kill things? Well, I probably haven't been paying enough attention to Razorwing when he's not around. And he might be eating farm animals. So eventually, if I don't fix this problem, I think someone might eventually be hired to kill a giant bird. Razorwing.
Well, here's the thing, though. There's currently no ranger strong enough to do that, nor is there an adventurer strong enough to do that.
Yeah, but a group of them.
A group, maybe. But it can still one-shot most of them.
I don't think Razor Ring really does that much damage, per se.
He eats a... How often do birds need to eat? Once every couple days?
That depends on what type there are.
A
If
hawk.
you're talking about birds of...
A bird of
well,
prey.
red-
Like a raptor.
yeah. A bird of prey gets about like a tenth of its, no, not even a tenth, like a 20th of its weight in just pure meat every day. And that's
So if
enough
I
to sustain it for a
buy-
couple of days.
So if I were to purchase a whole cow,
That's
that
a
would...
couple of
Guys,
days.
no, don't sacrifice your... I know your paladin didn't get great stat rolls, but please don't sacrifice her to Razor Wing. That's fucked up. Actually,
Okay.
you could just sacrifice the 2 horses Backy bought. It's not like you guys
If
don't
I were
have
to-
50 of the fucking things now.
No,
I would
it's-
like to find a butcher and require much meat.
It's gonna take a while because Backy, like during the celebrated the festivals and shit, bought all the meat in the butchery shop.
Yeah, this is a
And made
big
a
city,
barbecue.
though. This is a big city, and there's lots of farms around, so there's got to be more than just one.
Well, yeah, I mean,
probably-
it's been weeks, so yeah.
It's been
there's-
weeks since then, too.
Like,
I will find someone, perhaps buy a sheep or 2, or a cow or something. I would like to buy like 50 pounds of carnivore feed, is what I'm saying.
okay. Let's see. How much does a cow cost?
How much does Razorwing weigh?
I don't know. He's enormous.
A cow costs 50 silver, apparently.
I will buy a cow. A cow is worth of meat.
Alright. You
And
hear a
during these-
braying sound in the back room, then a loud thud. And the butcher says that he'll have your meat chopped up in just a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, I'll be back to pick that. I'll drop the money and say, "You do that. I'll be back to pick that up in a bit. I have something else to do."
Hey.
So, I don't just empty out the intestines and keep the lungs, the livers, and all that good shit.
Yeah, I'm sure Razor
That's
won't like that
super.
stuff.
Yeah, that's super nutritious. It's like awesome and tastes great.
Alright, so TLDR, you managed to get enough food for Razor Wing while you're gone. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Now sheep will stop mysteriously disappearing from farms.
Good. I was reminded of this because this kind of literal thing is happening in this D&D show I'm watching, and they're literally being hired to kill a giant bird that's harassing a bunch of farms. So I thought, maybe I should handle this.
This is probably
This
smart.
hits
Probably
all-
smart. Alright. Any other last minute business before you guys head on out?
Yes.
Okay. We get the suit up on the cart. The urchins. How much did a horse and cart cost me? The horses and cart.
Let's see,
Just
75,
pack horses.
75, and then let's see, what's a cart cost? Probably not much. You'd think they would put vehicles under the same tab as the pack animals that
no.
carry them, but no. So
But let's see if I can find it here.
Hmm.
No, I've got it. Here we go. Cart 15. So 75, 75, 15. That many silvers.
165. So how many urchins are there?
There are 3 urchins.
Okay, that means there's 90. That means there is 85 silver left. So split them up. So there you go. That's even day.
Okay. They look at you with big ol' eyes and
How
all
are
run
we
around
for
and just
these?
like throw their arms around your legs and give you big
Let's see,
hugs.
35,
And then scamper
Hey
off
there.
to go tell their parents that they're rich now.
30, 30 feet
Oh yeah, have fun.
radius.
Eat well tonight or later.
We will.
Oops.
Then they get mugged on the way home. Get stabbed in the kidneys.
Oh.
One
Their
survives, and he
kidneys.
swears to destroy all criminals.
Oh my god.
Becomes Catman.
That doesn't happen yet.
No, he becomes Cheetah Man.
There you go.
Get some really fucking good soundtrack.
Yeah, you wouldn't really want to have Catman in the city of Catfolk. That's really racist.
Kind of. Let's see.
Alright. So I'm guessing you guys just want to follow the road on up to Galensburg.
I had one more thing to do, I'm sorry.
Okay.
While we're here, I
Okay.
may as well do it before. I'm sorry, but this is not my only chance and opportunity in a little while to do this. I am going to take a trip down to the poorer section of the city and try and find a aspect of war.
Alright. There is, in fact, a little temple of Leng that has been set up in the temple quarter, which you are able to enter without any problem, and find the towering Amazonian aspect after a short wait. She greets you with a silent, respectful nod and asks you what your business is.
Lehnan, it's good to see you again. It's been too long. I was informed of something that happened recently. I was in the dream and I noticed this great pillar of light off in the distance beyond the forest of Caelirra and past your own territory. But we couldn't tell what it was, and I wondered if you knew what this new appearance was. Has another god awoken?
She nods after a moment. I think so, yes.
Really?
I haven't been able to reach out to them yet. When I try,
Oh.
it's as if my domain goes on forever.
That is what Kaelirra said as well. She couldn't go past her own boundary, which just seems to just go on forever, like you just said.
Perhaps he or she simply doesn't want to be contacted yet,
Perhaps.
as you haven't been the one to raise this one. Perhaps they awoke somewhere scared and alone.
Ooh.
If so, I can hardly blame them for not wanting to open themselves up to what could just as easily be Lord Winter.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Goodness. I hope we can find out. We'll have to try and find out where they are or who they are, so we can find them and help them.
She nods. I've had some of my acolytes looking, but no luck so far.
Now that I know, perhaps I'll have to try and perhaps I'll have to take a trip to that and scry for some new presence. So now that I know that one is awake, it might be a lot easier to find it. Okay. There was something else I wanted to ask you, something that I think is up your alley. And I think you might have some personal interest in it, maybe. I wanted to get your opinion on something. you're the goddess of war and storms, so Sig is having a replacement airship built for the upcoming, well, I suppose, war between us and the Empire. I was wondering, I had this crazy idea of making it fly with the power of storms and wind. Something like, I don't know, elementals or something.
You have my attention.
Do you think that such a feat would be possible? To use storms and lightning and wind elementals to raise this flying ship into the air?
It could. Especially with the aspect of storms at the helm. If you ever find her, that is.
We'd have to find her then. I think Sig might actually take an actual interest in this then. If I bring this idea to him, and since you think it might work, might actually take it seriously.
Well, do let me know if you find any extra divine essence lying around, and we'll see about conjuring up that aspect of storms.
I will. I'll see. I'll let as soon as if I find out, I'll be sure to let you know as soon as I can where it is and where, so we can join you with it. With yourself?
She nods.
Good.
So,
That's all I wanted to do. So I guess I'll just make some small talk with her for a while and then head out.
alrighty. So, plan is follow the road up to Kaelin's Burden, dump off the armor there, and presumably also your cart and extra horses and ship,
Yes.
and head on off to the Temple of Leng. And
Yes.
who are you dropping the armor off with exactly?
Probably. I'd say the blacksmith bunny, but she's got all of those rust monsters, and I kind of need this armor intact, so that's not a good idea.
Drop it off in Cadensburg, of course, but Morgan Salt Smoker.
Morgan. Okay. I will leave it with We will leave it with Morgan then. And I'll keep an eye on it, and don't go poking around it too much just yet. We need it as it is right now. But later, maybe after it's served its purpose, you guys can maybe take it apart or examine it.
Study it.
Not letting rust monsters nest inside awesome armor suit. Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh, come on, it worked out great for Clank.
It didn't.
Yeah,
it also worked out
but
great for my
alive.
armor, which got eaten.
Anyway, alright, so
Oh,
presumably everyone in the party has some sort of mount at this point, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
we are in Kaelinsburg.
Well,
I don't
not yet,
suppose. Oh, not yet.
But
Oh, yeah,
first
not
we
yet.
must roll for boulettes.
Oh God, we have to
Oh, God.
random encounter
It's
time.
1d3 bullets.
Alright, Kina, you're on point. Roll me a d20.
Okay, 1d20. It's an 18.
Don't fuck it up.
How am I to fuck it up? I don't even know what I'm rolling for. I could roll for anything.
Okay, speaking of rolling for anything, roll me a d100.
Roll me a d100.
Oh god, it's 1d100 bullets. We're
That's
so
19. 19.
Alright. Oh, that's a shame.
Was
19
it
bullets isn't
not,
bad.
not bullets?
No, 19
Like
nets
2
you
away
a
from
pack
bullets.
of wolves, which are quickly dispatched in the night when they attempt to fuck up your shit. Little do they know that you have gained 10 class levels since last time they saw you.
Excellent.
Fuck are you, Dorothy?
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang out in Bailton for the day, presumably. Roll me another D20.
19 again.
Roll me a D100. You're gonna hit the bullets eventually, motherfucker.
2.
Damn it. There is a wolf infestation.
In Bailton.
Yes. Well, not
We
in
put it-
Bailton, but around Bailton. You hear
Around Bailton.
much howling in the night until eventually, like, Silent Sam clambers up on top of the town walls and just fires a crossbow outside. You're an "Arr!" and then things go quiet.
Oh, Silent Sam.
Boop. D20 time.
14.
Alright. This day goes by uneventfully. And you arrive in Galensburg.
Okay. Okay, so we arrive in Kalensburg, drop off the armor.
Or,
I would like to ask while we're here, has Morgan and the
Castle
other...
Caelan.
What?
It's Castle Caelan, remember?
Is that where the dwarves are?
the dwarves are all over the place, but yeah, they
Okay.
live at Castle Caelin.
Okay. We'll ask them to keep an eye. Make sure the armor doesn't get touched by any of those rust monsters that are around.
Alright,
It's
they'll...
very, very important that this armor does not get damaged.
They will look at you curiously and say that they've never seen any rust monsters around here, but okay.
Oh, okay. I don't suppose Morgan got my letter. I sent a letter of commission to the dwarves up here who, made that nice flyer throwing thing and described if they could make some kind of crazy, I don't know, bow sword.
Oh, yeah. She says she's been poking at some designs. She thinks she might be able to swing something for you.
Cool. Awesome.
If you want to throw down 500 silver pieces for the labor, design, and some masterworking, because of course
Sure.
anything Morgan Saltzpoker makes is masterwork.
Yeah, sure. I'll throw in the money.
All right.
Totally. If they have a nice design they think that will work, I will definitely pay it up.
Sure, Becky. Roll me an engineering check.
Okie dokie.
Also, while she's doing that, so poor Mordred the spider has been sitting out in the swamp here for like 3 months,
How is
waiting
Mordred
for
doing?
you guys. Cause
Is he actually waiting for us?
yeah, you guys said you wanted him to take you to the Temple of Leng, so he's been
Oh.
waiting for you guys to show up.
Oh. Well, I suppose we can apologize. There were some world-shattering problems we had to deal with. Basically been kept busy for the entirety of those 3 months.
He will hiss a little bit of laughter and say that
Sorry.
he understands.
Sorry.
Everyone just ignores Mordred anyway.
I'm sorry. On the plus side, we didn't bring Sig with us, so you don't have to fear for your life.
He raises his front 2 legs in like a slash circle slash emote.
Yay.
Yay. So, do you want Mordred to take you to the temple, or...
What can you tell me about this temple? I mean, it's super dangerous, I hear.
He nods enthusiastically and says... He says that as far as he knows, the temple itself is some sort of prison as much as it is anything else. It was constructed many, many centuries ago, chiseled out of the very mountain stone, perhaps around one of these great spidresses. He knows that the temple is underground and that its entrance can only be seen by moonlight, and that it is perpetually guarded by cultists. They're not hostile, he says. They don't attack people. But still, every time Mordred is drawn near, they give him a very suspect air.
Well, it's not like we want to go killing anything. We just need some silk.
He nods.
We don't want to cause that much of a problem. We don't want to start killing guys. I know that's not what we want.
He may only go for silk, but spidresses are mad creatures. Who knows what she may ask in return?
Oh, I have a feeling what she might ask for. I heard a story from this guy who went up there and found this place filled with giant spider creatures, and his entire group party was enthralled and pulled inside to be host to eggs.
Mordred nods.
Oh, you guys should have fun with that. I mean, when I first met you guys, you were all, filled with bees.
That's right.
That may have happened, yes. I don't remember the why. Oh wait, no, I remember why.
Because you guys got fucked by bees.
Yeah, basically.
Was that? No, it was the hornets who did that.
Hornets, whatever. Same difference.
Close enough. Huh.
Some sort of buzz.
Some kind of buzz. Some kind of buzz. Okay. I've played host to eggs before. I just don't kind of not need to stay there. Need to not stay there. That's the thing. That's the problem. Is staying around, not doing that.
Mordred will chitter to himself before saying that it might not be eggs she wants. Could be anything. Perhaps a bit of blood, perhaps a bit of slavery, perhaps some magical artifacts, or perhaps she'll just ask you to put on a dance. The whims of these creatures are impossible to know.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens when we get there. Can't really prepare for something we have no way of predicting. Well, I'm sure we'll handle it. We'll just have to handle it when we get there. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
He nods and wishes you the best of luck once you go inside. Even if he were to accompany you, the door is big enough for him to get in.
Okay.
But again, he is willing to show you the path he uses to get him up there if you want. Or you
Okay.
can stay home. Your choice.
Why don't you come along?
He chitters excitedly and starts scuttling off directly eastward.
We did make you wait after all this time, so it would be kind of rude not to have you come along with us as well.
So, now that the party has a giant spider,
Let's see. One.
not going to need to make any navigation rolls, so that's good. Let's see.
One per day.
Celadrie, why don't you roll me a d20? See what
One
horrible
D4.
things happen to the party.
What?
Yep.
4 bullets.
Alright, you do not have any random encounters. On the first day of travel, things are nice and safe.
1, 3, 6, 5, 1, 3, 5,
And once more.
7.
3.
Congratulations, nothing happens again. As you pass over the hobgoblin border and into the foothills, you can see off in the vast distance wings of wyverns flying around the mountain tops, possibly imperial knights even. And there seems to be some sort of blizzard moving in from the southeast, making its way through the mountain tops. But it's much too high up to affect you. You're simply in the foothills.
Let's be careful and keep low. Keep to the trees and stuff so that we don't get seen by those wyvern knights.
Alright, if that's what you want to do, would one of you please make a stealth check for the party?
Was stealth its own thing?
Yep.
Stealth is its own thing.
I got a 7 in that, so not that good.
I have a 5.
And
Wow.
Celadrie,
And what?
Stealth.
Oh
stealth.
god. Nah. You're
What
barking up the
about the
wrong...
sneaky dwarf?
No, Nar cannot make a stealth check for the party. This is well outside his wheelhouse. He's a dwarf.
my stealth is good.
Okay, so Backy, looks like you're rolling stealth for the party.
God damn it. Oh, hell, Satan.
Yeah, see, you're fine.
Satan delivers.
Between
I mean,
you
if
and
we-
Mordred, you're able to find a little ravine that's mostly overcast by trees. And you can proceed towards the temple pretty much entirely out of sight of the wyverns. But you do have one last day of travel, so Hedrah, why don't you roll me a d20? Hey! Roll me a d100.
No!
Balls.
This is not bullets.
You're right, you're in a different area. It could be something else. Jesus Christ.
It's a 91 hit dice bullet.
Yes. The Worm of Worlds Boulette.
Worm of Worlds Bullet.
No. Bullet French, remember, like meatballs. So
Yeah,
it's
Boulet.
like,
It's a 91 hit die Boulet.
yeah.
Alright, so.
Boulet of fricassee.
Let's see, where is
Oh, no, it's
this?
stupid.
Let me pull something up real quick. Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, there's consolidated. Okay. No,
Should just be in the handout section.
it is.
Gooey mooies.
Gooey mooies.
Such moo. Wow. Say Sig isn't with you here. Celadrie, you brought your Canars, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just gonna beat the shit out of cat, so be right back and pick it.
Party seems so small without Sig's like 50 waifus.
Sounds about right.
So, as the party is proceeding through this ravine, you hear a shriek from somewhere up ahead. A woman's voice, you think, and one of both pain and horror. Yet, as you advance, looking for the source, you see nothing. At least not at first. Boop. Razor wings,
6,
feathers ruffle as he stares around and screeches back into the evening. But the scream does not repeat for now.
Which direction did it seem to come in from?
It seemed to come from somewhere to the north of you. A little off the beaten trail.
Skezza will hop off of Deathwing.
Alright.
Little
'Cause
Brandon.
Your bird's probably just like walking along with you at this point.
Yeah.
Scree, scree.
Screw.
Caw, motherfucker.
Let's see, so it's 3 plus 1, so it's 10 times.
Even when AFK, Hedrah's on the ball.
7
Fucking
plus 14.
I just got back and put on the headphones and I had even Deathwing is walking, I heard scree, so like had to hit button.
There, Hyacinth has fucking HP now. Let's head on up a bit.
What the hell did we stop here for?
We heard the screaming.
Wait. What kind of screaming?
A
Pain
woman's
screaming?
voice. It seemed to be pained and like something had horrified her.
I swear to God. If this is those...
I mean, Savin might do that, but...
Let's go check it out, guys.
3,
Come on.
4, 5, 6.
Well, we're in Hobgoblin
Plus
territory. Keep your eyes up.
Yep.
Open.
Eyes open.
We can't stop here. This is Hobgoblin territory.
Nar, stick close to Razorwing.
The dwarf nods. Aye. Don't have to tell me twice.
We will advance. Skezza will make a perception check. My perception check is better now. 6, 8. A mighty plus 8. 25.
Alright, with a 25, the first thing you notice is as you cast your gaze to the east, you can see that the river running through this little valley here is beginning to turn red.
Uh-oh.
You look north, peering off to the side, and see that there is a great deal of blood pouring into the water from somewhere out of sight.
We'll stick close to the river, and we'll make our way up.
You can see several figures just ahead as you advance a little further. No doubt the source of this blood. Just a second.
So, are they the source of the blood or the cause of said source of the blood?
We don't know.
As you come around from behind a tree, you see several Imperial soldiers lying broken and mangled on the ground and in the river. Their bodies are fresh, very clearly killed just moments before you arrived. All of them have their weapons out, and many of them look to have died fighting, but you can see no source of what could have killed them other than a lone Catfolk female that is sitting facing away from you in the water, just on the edge, her feet dangling into it. Her hands are covered with blood, and though she wears only rags, you can see that her entire body from the neck down is covered in Imperial slave tattoos.
Oh, this was a surprise.
Skezza will approach, not armed. Will not come up from behind, but will circle a bit around so that she's in the peripheral. Ma'am? Miss? Hello?
The woman turns very, very slowly in your direction. And as she does, you can see that she is quite blind. And not as the token may suggest. Her eyes are open, such as they are, two gaping orifices covered in very recent blood. She stares up at you, blindly groping in your general direction.
Goodness gracious. Miss, what has happened here? Are you okay? You're wounded. You're hurt.
She opens her mouth as if to speak, but you only hear a gurgling sound and some blood drips from around her lips.
Backy!
Back up a bit. Okay, so do you need a heal check to see what the hell has happened?
Yeah, heal would be appropriate here.
I think we need a heal check to see that she's had her eyes and tongue ripped out.
Yeah, but the
And seemingly just minutes ago at that. It's quite fresh. These wounds.
Where the hell is that for survival?
Yeah, survival
That's not
is...
survival.
yeah, survival.
Yeah.
1d8 times 3.
To the sound of wounds.
8.
The wounds look like they were inflicted by someone just ripping her eyes and tongue out. Not with a tool or knife, but with bare hands and nails. And you can see that her nails are badly chipped and clawed and bloodied. Could this be something she did to herself?
She transformed.
That you don't know.
Oh, we got the regen potion here, like. So let's see if we can.
One of your troll blood potions?
No, I actually perfected it. It doesn't use troll blood anymore.
Oh.
So yeah.
So, Backy, as you approach to try and administer this potion, the woman stumbles back, scrambling on her arms and legs up against the rock here, putting as much space as she can between you and her. And would Backy, actually all of the player characters, please roll a spellcraft check, if you would.
Okay.
Oh! Brandon's really good at that. It was something Brandon kept from being a wizard. He has a high spellcraft. But, I mean, we have these two big dick G's over here that completely invalidate my skill checks.
As the woman scrambles up against the rocks, you can feel a sudden surge of cold energy crackling through the air. She's casting a spell somehow, but she makes no motions and says no words. What do? You have just a moment to react.
Say, dodge. Jump
Back
to the
up.
side.
Alright, everyone, you have a move action to take. Alright, Skezza just jumps in the water. Fuck this shit, I'm out! Alright.
Jump into the stream.
Everyone roll initiative, please.
Balls. Fuck.
Well, that's shit.
Oh, actually.
Alright, so
22.
Just as Backy gives the word to dodge, a huge surge of pure frost erupts from the girl's mouth, blasting across the land and turning the river to ice. You just dodged an empowered cone of cold, Celadrie is quickly able to determine. One that leaves the tree nothing but an icicle standing upright and completely crystallizes the bodies around her. Backy, what do you do?
Oh shit! Well, can I force feed her a potion?
I think you'd have to make a melee touch attack for that.
Yep, that seems about right.
I'm sort of good at that since it's touch attack. Hopefully. Oh yeah.
Alright. You get up in her shit and try and force feed her a potion. So, I'm also going to need a combat maneuver check to grapple her down to, make sure she gets it all. That probably should have come first, really, but whatever.
It's the regen potion there to regrow.
I know what you're doing.
Right. It's not really that good, so...
Oh, if she did this to herself.
Yeah, but you go crazy when you go cat. 18?
18.
Unless she has stupidly high dexterity and, armor.
Yeah, she nimbly stumbles out of your grasp. It looks as if it's an accidental motion, one that she can't control or really seems to understand, yet it's so fluid and liquid. It's as if by magic that she moves.
Just say, I'm not here to hurt you. Jeez, I said that the Sphinx. Calm down. I'm trying to help you. We're not hobgoblins.
Okay. If I get
Celadrie, it's your turn.
What I'm do.
Hold person!
Okie dokie.
DC 23.
Make me a spell resistance check.
Well,
sweet.
aren't you just a fuck you?
The fuckiest of views, yes.
That's just spellcasting, right?
That's your caster level.
Yeah.
No spell penetration?
No.
Alright. Your spell seems to fizzle out around her, disrupted by some sort of magic field permeating the air around her.
It's too strong.
We're
She
just
makes
trying
another
to help
moan.
you. I'm sorry. We're just trying to help you, heal you. We're not hobgoblins. That's catfolk. Just catfolk.
She makes a wordless moan, and you can feel the air around you thrumming with power once again.
Look, we can't understand you. Could you write something down? We could talk about this.
Backy, Hyacinth, Brendan, would you all please make me reflex saving throws?
God damn it. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So, does Empower have you roll more dice, or does it just...
No,
It's a multiplier.
Oh, okay, it's a flat
50%
multiplier. Okay, that's
It's like,
Let's see. Did I do this? Did I calculate that right? I think I calculated
Like
that
that.
right.
Yeah.
2, 3. Yeah, no, 5. So it's 5.
oh! Fucking Matrix Kit then.
Alright, Backy just fucking ninja flips out of there.
Well, Hyacinth and Brandon don't.
Are smoked.
They get hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Fuck my life.
Boop.
Yeah, they're dead.
Whoosh.
Holy shit.
An immense blast of frozen power erupts across the plain. Backy manages to dive out of the way, but Brendan and Hyacinth are completely encased in the ice.
We're trying to help you.
Boy. I don't suppose Hyacinth had a constitution of 19.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Brutal.
Well, it's good knowing you guys.
The girl gives out an incoherent scream and starts clawing at her empty eye sockets again. Skezza.
Reverse me.
Well, there's no souls to gather from that side.
Kinathis, are you reverse muted?
No. No. Just quietly mourning my 2 followers.
Yeah, this is pretty bullshit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
She is a very powerful creature, whatever she is, and seems to have no sign of wanting to stop fighting.
I'm going to make a ranged melee touch attack.
Alright.
So a melee touch attack.
Wow.
That's a no-go.
Once again, whatever power seems to be controlling her just slaps your hand away. You should have easily been able to touch her, but something is preventing you. You feel like.
I have more than one attack.
Oh, okay then.
That was just the first one. I was just like, wow, okay, game doesn't want, okay.
Let's see, a 14 versus her touch will miss. Just barely.
Wow.
The third one.
No, I mean, well, I don't know, maybe if I get to them quickly enough. No, I don't have, I don't have, no, I'm not level 11, so I don't have 3 attacks.
Alright. You do have Razor Wing still, who can act if you so desire.
I've already probably lost 2 followers. I don't want to lose all of my followers to a barrage of empowered cones of cold, so they're going to stay where they are.
Probably smart.
Or move away a bit.
Yep, running away would also be a valid tactic.
Sure.
Backy.
Well, since she wants to do magic and all that shit, how about,
Do you wonder where this is going?
fuck you, Dolphin? She gets Mage Bane. She gets Mage Bane Force to the fucking skull.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your touch attack. Since, you know.
Alright, guess what? I don't need to do it, because if I spray it, she'll just be in the cone. I don't need to roll to hit.
Then she does need to make a reflex save. Same difference. Does a 22 beat your save DC?
Yeah, she takes half damage.
Alright.
She's still covered though.
Oh yeah, she's coded as fuck. And Fortitude is not her best save. And she fails. She is Mage Baned. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 11.
Poke.
Just yell to her to sit the fuck down, because now it's not funny anymore.
Either she doesn't hear you or she simply doesn't understand you. Either way, you're greeted with another incoherent groan and more eye scratching.
I try the languages a bit.
Let's see. Pick 3 languages to cycle through this turn.
Okay, because she didn't react to the fucking things, so
Nope.
let's go with Hobgoblin. Let's go with Sylvan. And then Draconic.
Alright. You seem to get some measure of response in Hobgoblin, but she's still panicking and throwing spells around. Celadrie.
Yes.
If you had a pit right now, would be good.
You know what? Fuck it. She just killed 2 people. And she's getting feeble-minded.
Okay. That
I'm
sounds...
gonna try and bypass her spell resistance.
which is dramatically lower now.
Just don't roll a 1.
Literally do not roll a 1. Alright, you bypass.
Alright. Please to be having her make a DC 25 will save. And I think she has a penalty.
-5 for Arcane Casters.
Let's see how Feeble Mind works. Intelligence, Charisma, each drop to 1. I believe that will fuck her up, probably. Let's see.
-4 penalty on its saving throw if it can cast arcane spells, such as a sorcerer or a wizard.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Brutal. Going to assume these are arcane spells, since...
Cone of Cold, yeah.
Location is
Yep.
yes.
Well, I mean, technically a cleric with the right domain could probably cast some of this shit, you know how this goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a reasonable assumption to make. So her plus 13, -4 on her save. And she gets none of her Mary Sue bullshit for being mage banned, so she goes completely rigid and then just starts drooling and swaying from side to side.
Oh,
We were trying to help you.
Skezza, make a spellcraft check if you would.
Skezza, make a spellcraft check.
Mm.
I could roll a 20. I mean, that's a theoretical thing that can happen.
It is.
it's a 19.
It's
That's
very
not
close. Skezza, when the feeble mind goes into effect and the blind girl is basically reduced to a mongoloid, You can feel a sudden surge of evil power radiating off of her, as if it's trying to escape. Your Paladin Detect Evil goes berserk.
Okay.
It is the blind girl's turn. She drools. Skezza, it is your turn.
Where's Kaelirra?
In Pergola.
Not here.
Okay.
Which is probably good, because otherwise she might have died.
Should I just smite evil her? Or should I actually try and do what I'm trying to do?
Try and capture
have
the soul of whatever's trying to escape her.
I can't do that. Do the whole fucking thing! How many times do we have to go through this before we get that? I'm going to... She's not moving anymore, so...
Yeah, she's completely still.
I'm going to make another... I'm going to grab her hand and... decurse.
Okay. Let's see. How does that class feature work? Paladin.
Acts as remove curse on a mercy. I have to make a caster level check against the theoretical DC of the curse.
Okay, go ahead and make a caster level check.
17.
Alright.
Rolling.
You feel no change. You're not sure if she just wasn't suffering a curse or if you didn't break whatever was affecting her.
I'm going to smite, and then as a free action, I'm going to put my smite evil on her.
Okie dokes.
Wasting so much time when I could be feebly trying to heal my dead companions.
Alright, Backy.
Okay.
Just
So,
end her.
what? Kill her? He's
Kinathis.
fucking redemption.
Kinathis is telling you is saying kill her. Skezza wouldn't tell you to kill her.
Yeah. Do make that distinction next time. So let's see. She clawed her eyes out. She clawed her tongue out.
Clearly possessed by something.
Yeah. Well, let's see, what do I have in my repertoire of shit that'll fuck you up? I got the remove curse. I don't think that's what it work for.
At the moment, you have no idea what's wrong with her, so it's very hard to make a diagnosis, much less determine a solution.
Can I make a spellcraft check to see what the fuck it is going on?
You may. I assume Kinathis or Skezza will share with the group that she detects this evil presence starting to radiate off her.
So do I get any modifications to that from the knowledge?
No, that's just what's allowing you to make the check. Or at least have a chance to succeed.
Oh, yes!
Oh yeah, she's possessed as
Look at
fuck. Like, there is some high-level demonic bullshit going on right here. No doubt about
do
it.
mention that. I mentioned that to Skezza, I mentioned that to Celadrie. I was going to mention that to everyone else, but that's about everyone else. Well, wait, if that's demonic, haha. I take. Okay, I move over next to Skezza. I take one of her vials of holy water, say yoink. And then I use my alchemical knowledge to infuse my essence into it and create empowered holy water.
The power of Christ compels you.
And
Sploosh.
I stuff it down her fucking throat.
You hear a scream. It doesn't come from her lips, no, but as if from all around you. The air thrums and crackles with power, and what feels like an intense sense of pain just emanating from everywhere around you.
Suck on that, you squirrel fucker.
Celadrie.
Are we just killing her now? Is that?
No, we're fucking up this demon inside of her.
How do I?
Don't you have a spell, or don't we have an item we can bind her to? Like,
No.
the thing?
Well,
No.
Celadrie kind of has her ritual. That might... her sucking magic things out of other things and putting them into things. That could work.
First off, I think it takes like 10 minutes to cast.
Well, she's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, she seems to be somewhat feeble-minded at the moment.
Well, thing is trying to escape, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Whether it will succeed or not in 10 minutes is unknown.
Does anybody have a magic item they want to get rid of?
Oh, having magic items would be nice.
Yeah, because it requires a vessel. Apparently, it has to be magic.
I looked at Skezza. Don't you got that thing that we were useful in?
Not for just some. Kinathis is saying not for some random encounter that just offed
I
two
don't
of
know.
my companions.
I don't fucking know. A level 11, I don't think that's fucking random.
No, you see
enough.
that level 11? That's the demon. She is probably just some fucking peasant.
Yeah. And remember the thing that, we destroy, like the demons and shit like that? Spell that was being researched?
No.
Or grind. You don't remember that? After we got the fucker out of the cursed tiara to begin with? Where you could, grind down, magical entities energy into the Sidium and stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that.
have. Yeah, we have that although we've had that for a long time.
Yeah, the low level one, but the more powerful one will require the higher spell.
There isn't a more powerful one.
Yes, there is. We haven't found the book yet, remember?
So you want me to sacrifice my one good magic item on the off chance we might maybe find the greater version of this spell somewhere down the line?
We've done dumber things.
No.
Yes, we have.
I'm not giving you my magic items for this.
I'm gonna ready a
Oh,
burning arc.
Okie
If she
dokie.
tries anything.
Would you like to be more specific about...
In case she makes any aggressive, like, actions.
Okay.
If she starts vomiting more cones of cold.
And
Yeah.
given where you are, that might be a rather significant problem. But yes, all right. Spell
You
ready?
could just aim her head upwards, since she's like a tuna.
Yes. Speaking of
She's
tuna,
effect-
she spends her turn drooling.
Yes. Okay, so we just aim her head upwards a little bit. So if she goes a cold, she go up.
All right. She falls onto her back and just stares into the sky.
It seems like she can't act while the body is incapacitated.
Okay, so how's that?
So-
Can you just jump it into this rock here then?
So Skezza's going to run over to these two, and she's going to attempt to lay on hands her companions.
All right.
Whether or not it will do anything is... Or, well... And she will clutch her holy symbol and pray really hard for Kaelirra to please save these two. Please let it not be too late for them.
Cryogenically preserved. It was a flash freeze.
All right. Skezza, make a religion check.
I'm better at that now.
Hopefully.
Can I use my bond on Kaelirra to get advantage?
So you already have inspiration.
Then I will use
So-
my inspiration.
Yeah. Well, Jesus fuck.
Wow. Well, it's a good thing I used the.
And you
that's-
always shit on...
I think that's the first time advantage has actually worked for me.
So that... Yeah, it was basically... I was going to say it was only on a nat 20 would anything happen, and sure enough. So, Skezza,
Mm-hmm.
what does it look like when Kaelirra brings Hyacinth back to life?
Oh, you're letting me do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess she's encased in ice, right?
Mm-hmm. She is a popsicle.
Well, so the ice block that's in her, the body frozen in terror in a moment of horror, looking on at its fate, starts to glow and shine with this golden radiance, and the ice starts to crack and fall to pieces, one splinter at a time, before the whole thing just shatters, spreading ice all across the ground, and the unconscious, but no longer frozen body of Hyacinth will slump to the ground into Skezza's arms. I'm guessing it's just her, though.
Yes.
Brandon is dead as fuck.
Brandon is super ultra mega dead.
Brendan did not only fail by like 5 points.
Yeah.
So, Skezza,
Mm-hmm.
taking a page out of Fenn's book, you're going to gain a negative level for a little bit.
Oh, fuck. Not that shit again.
But Hyacinth is alive with 0 hit points. And you feel that perpetual warmth and comfort of Kaelirra's hand on you.
Okay.
You have a feeling that your goddess expended a great deal of power for this. It's not something you should learn to rely on.
No. No. After we get this spider thing done, we're going to go get that essence for her. That is going to be the next thing we're doing.
For you.
Yeah. We're gonna get that god essence for Kaelirra. I'm making that decision now.
So have fun. Have fun storming the castle. You just see Skezza wanders off into the woods.
So, Backy.
Well, in the meantime, I might just tie this retard up and I blindfold her and gag her, just to be sure.
Just to be ultra sure the blind mute girl can't see or speak. Alright. You do it without any problem. Celadrie.
Alright.
Are you actually going to start doing this ritual?
Alright, I'll do it.
How long does this
Pull
ritual
it into
take?
the book.
10 minutes?
You need a magic item, right?
Yeah, I got a couple I could use.
What? Like what?
Wand of the Oaken Heart. But I'm not sure.
What? The Oaken?
Wand of the Oaken Heart. I'm not sure I really want to put it in that, but can it go into potions?
No,
Oh.
it must be a permanent magic item.
One of the Oaken Heart. I think you said the Oaken. Like,
Can it
Like
go
that.
normal items? Because
Fine.
Let's see. So it depends on the power of the effect you're trying to pull out. A minor effect could go into an unmagic item. A very powerful effect would need a very powerful magic item.
I'd say this is a very powerful effect.
But a
Right now it's kind
wand
of weakened.
with a recharging charge cycle is pretty powerful, all things considered.
If you need it, I have something.
what do you got?
I have this giant flaming greatsword.
no.
No?
Wait, don't we have like a +2 or +1 armor somewhere?
No?
I mean, the party might, but no one's carrying it around with them, presumably.
You know, when you say party, all I'm thinking is like this has this giant communal bag of shit
I
that
have-
we're just dragging around.
I have a +1 rapier and the flame tongue blade. Those
I think the
Yeah, bring the
+1
rapier.
rapier is much better choice.
it is just a +1 sword.
It's magic.
It's still powerful in magic.
Oh, that'll work.
Can you make a spellcraft check that could determine if this is a strong enough magic item? I'd like to avoid a repeat performance.
Celadrie, you think so, at least from what Backy's told you. Whatever spirit is messing with this girl is quite powerful, but you think it might also be feeble-minded. So whatever ability it has to resist you is severely diminished.
And don't forget, it got
Yeah, mage pained
blessed.
And
and holy watered. Yeah, he is having a bad day.
Take my sword.
I will start to cast Celadrie's Transference.
If this thing, once I pick this sword back up, if it tries to possess me, I'm going to tell it that if it doesn't cut its shit, it is going to be dunked into a barrel of empowered holy water and left there.
What is the
effective caster level of this thing?
Its effective caster level is 11.
God damn it. So much money.
Why?
I
How
got
much?
money.
Do you have to expend a lot of money for this?
Yeah, 2,750 silver.
That's
I can do that.
okay. Don't you have a fortune?
Small
I-
fortune. Not so much after I like paid for my town.
Oh, Brandon.
How much do you have?
I'm taking care of this here. Fine.
So I get 23 grand, so there's that. I can spot you easily.
We'll see how this turns out. So it has an hour-long casting time.
I thought
Okay.
it was just. Okay.
I thought it
You
was
said
10 minutes,
10
and then I looked up the spell.
How long does Feeble Mind last?
Forever.
Oh, it's one of those.
Not only does it last effectively forever, the only thing that can get rid of it is heal or the wish/miracle spells.
Which don't...
Yeah, so basically you need artifacts to fix this on
Could
her.
it be taken off by the caster?
Yes, it's
Since we-
spellable, but I
It's not
since
a
we don't-
concentration effect or anything. I don't
No.
think so.
Since
Does it have
like
Oh,
those
and the
spells
snakes.
literally cannot be accessed?
Why? What 6? Is it a D in the spell description?
No. It's just permanent.
Oh, it's.
It's permanent as shit. Heal can be accessed by a 11th level cleric, so... Or a... no, I think it's out of Backy's range, but it is a spell that could exist in the setting, so... I mean... No.
Wait.
You just have to find Molly. Molly can do it.
Yeah, the artifacts crew could take care of this lickety-split, I guess.
They're like 2 more weeks into the future.
True, they are.
4.
No, we did 2 weeks of downtime, remember?
We spent 2 weeks
Yeah.
doing
but
downtime,
there-
which
If I remember correctly, you guys jumped timelines, so instead of it was 1 month after, it was 1.5 months after.
I would also like to point out that people in the future keep saying that the party was around about a month ago.
That is true.
So Savin could have us encounter them at random.
It's true. At any rate,
Anyway,
do you
I'll
need to
get
make
to
a roll,
that.
Celadrie, or is that just a...
spellcraft check,
Sure.
DC equal to 11 plus the effects caster level.
So, DC 26.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
No.
Are you sure?
Says the person who thinks advantage is useless.
I do, but I've never had it work for me
Till now.
Yes, yeah, what's this?
until now.
I'm pretty sure as long as Celadrie doesn't roll a 1, she succeeds.
Yeah.
So, like, that
So-
5% inspiration negation. Yeah.
31.
The girl gasps and spasms as you draw a vein of black energy out of her mouth, around her gag, and into your rapier.
Oh boy.
She
Can
shudders
I
after a moment and
also-
falls still.
Savin.
Mhm.
Since this transfers permanent effects, can it take the feeble mind with it?
Impressive.
Interesting.
So that is a separate effect, so you're going to need to do the ritual again. But luckily, I think it's a pretty easy success for you. So that is a thing you could definitely do.
I would like to say I don't think I have any more magic items I want to spare for this.
The rapier is still
Let's
plus
put
1
it
rapier.
back in the rapier, yeah.
Just fucking
So
dump
we're
all
gonna-
your shit in there.
So the rapier is going to have is going to be feeble-minded. Is that going to make me like that when I pick up
Don't
my
wield
sword?
it.
You don't. The spellcraft DC of -10 says don't wield this ever again.
I kind of want to keep my sword, thank you.
You
Yeah.
got a big flaming one.
Keep it.
I want to keep that one too.
You can feel free to
Huh?
keep the sword, but it's just gonna have these horrible curses in it, affecting
so you
anybody
can't,
who
like-
wields them.
Towel wrap it, and they're good. Just put a sticker that says, "Don't wield," in like 15 fucking languages.
Oh my god.
Also, give it to somebody you hate.
Just mail it to
Can
the
you-
Emperor.
Just mail it to the
Here, Dad,
Can
happy
you-
birthday.
Can you not simply transfer the feeble mind into something else? Like, I heard talk
The
of a
rock.
rock,
Yeah, the rock.
and then
Is-
anyone
is
who
the
touches
feeble
this rock
minded-
turns into a drooling mongoloid.
Is that something I could do, Savin? Just put the feeble mind into a non-magical item?
Yeah, I think Feeble Mind's any spell is probably a weak enough effect compared to like a powerful spirit. So yeah,
Okay.
you can create the Rock of Feeble Mind.
And this rock will be bound up, carefully bound up in cloth and many layers of cloth and stuffed away, to be bloated later into a slingshot, which will then be used to lay the Emperor low, as it destroys his spellcasting ability.
Nah, I'm gonna put it into.
Actually, no. Okay, not in the rock. Put it into one of these blessed arrows. This is going to find someone's face one day. I know. This is going to go into
So-
the Emperor.
Technically, you would be wielding the arrow first when you shoot it.
Do I have to physically touch it with my skin?
So the thing about magic weapons and curses is it's the wield property, not the
Yeah.
touch. Like, it might not actually do anything if you just shoot somebody with it, but if you hold it, then yeah, you have the problem.
So what you're saying is I can't draw back the bowstring.
What I'm saying is I'm not giving you infinite feeble mind ammunition when you just like beat it out of Celadrie.
Can
that's not what I was gonna do anyway. That's just
But
ridiculous.
you could.
Well,
That-
could and would are two
Savin,
entirely different things.
that would be expensive.
Yeah, but probably worth it.
Several thousand gold per
No.
arrow.
I want this opportunity to make a slaying arrow for one particular person that I will use.
I
only
could just
on
have
that
my
one
people
person.
make you a slaying arrow.
I just want this thing. Can I? Just the one time. Just the one. I promise. I won't.
Okay, Kinathis,
I just want the one arrow.
Kinathis, let me just
Yes.
stop you right the fuck there. Just
What?
this one time you say, "As your cow got resurrected."
Fair enough. Fair. Okay.
Can I put it into a set of cards so that anybody that plays with them is just dumb as fuck?
Is that how one makes a deck of many things?
Oh yeah! Yes!
And then Celadrie pulls the
David?
deck out of her pocket.
Savin,
No.
Yes.
No.
can I start to put magic effects into a deck and
Yes.
start to make my own deck of many things?
Deck of many curses at this rate, but sure.
Deck of many Celadries?
A deck of many sellers.
That is a synonym, yes.
Celadrie's deck.
Oh, that's
Oh shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Celadrie's deck of many tricks.
Deck of
Just
tricks.
draw a card,
One
get
of which-
feeble-minded forever. Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, yeah, I'm down with using a deck of cards as your curse medium.
All right. I'm gonna pull it into the deck then.
This deck of cards.
Just this random deck of cards that I've had in my inventory since the game started.
Put that in a box or something
Oh yeah.
and wrap it. Just make sure that thing never gets out.
Yeah.
So
until
what-
I put.
What card is going to be feeble-minded?
Ooh.
The Joker.
My original intent before the deck of many things thing was just to make the entire deck the Feeble Mind, so anybody that played with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Your choice.
The Jack?
Now, would this be just a standard deck?
Yeah, it's just a 52-card deck.
I say Joker.
Wouldn't that be 50?
3?
Or 54, there's usually two
Yeah, there's
jokers.
two jokers.
Oh. I say the Joker should be one of the super bad ones.
Sure, I'll make it one of the jokers.
Alrighty. You now have a Joker card of Feeble Mind. You
And
very
I
carefully
lost.
avoid touching it and put it back in your deck.
Yeah, I keep that shit face down. I ain't putting it face up.
Alright.
That's how the many things gets you. You gotta look at the card. Gotta see it.
Alright.
And
So,
that cost me 2,500.
Okay.
Not bad for just like, here, Lord Winter.
is this your card?
Is this your card? Ugh! I assume he would still have to make a save.
Oh, yeah.
He'd still have to make the save.
My
But if
saves
he
are pretty
failed
good,
that
though.
save- Yeah.
The DC.
Okay, so, alright. Curse, gone. Demon, encased. I will be proceed.
Backy.
I heal my cowgirl, proceed to mourn, sadly mourn Brandon's death. He was a wonderful apprentice, and the world is a darker place without him.
Backy, can you try that regen again?
Yeah. I can do that. I pull the gag out. Just since she's not retarded, I tell her to sit still quietly now. Just
She is trembling uncontrollably, but... Actually, no, she starts trembling uncontrollably and then just, like, yelping in pain. And writhing around on the ground.
but she can't move, so she's
She's
tied up.
in severe pain because of her horrible injuries.
Yeah, that I'm trying to fix this. So, God, give me like a fucking minute, please. Just stuff the regen, make her drink it, and then stuff a healing potion.
Alright, so let's see. The demon effect is gone, so... First of all, go ahead and roll your healing.
Okie dokie galoki. First shit roll.
Alright, and between your regeneration potion and the healing, eventually she stops shuddering and crying out in pain as her eyes and tongue begin to reform. Since you have perfected the potion, there is no overt side effects that you can see, though it does take quite some time for the effects to take hold, the regeneration itself, during which time Celadrie is able to complete her rituals and Skezza can get Hyacinth on her feet. When things are all said and done, the poor girl slowly, groggily sits up and looks around, blinking rapidly. The blood and tears mixed on her cheeks give her a savage appearance at best. In a very simple hobgoblin, she asks, "What happened?"
Killed a bunch of us.
She
Not
blinks,
hobgoblins.
then looks between the hobgoblins and then the popsicle over near Skezza and Hyacinth, and puts her hand to her mouth. No, I don't remember.
It was probably the evil spirit inside you.
Spirit. She gasps and then tries to scramble back, but is still all tied up, and ends up just doing the worm a little bit. No spirits, no spirits. Not a witch, not a witch.
No. Spirit gone. Not the witch. Calm down. Do you know any languages other than Hobgoblin?
I believe the answer is no. Let me look, just to be sure. She will shake her head.
Okay, we're not trying to kill you. Look. I show her my tail, which is slightly singed, and just brush that away. Show my ears. Look, Catfolk. Calm down.
She
Not
nods.
Hobgoblin.
Oh wait, I
Did you escape too?
No, I am free.
4.
We're from Pergolith. Ish.
She looks from Backy over to Celadrie like she's noticing you for the first time, then just screams and rolls backwards.
What? No, no. Sorry. Flutter.
What?
Evil
Celadrie
spirit.
Celadrie is talking in Hobgoblin, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not a spirit. I'm a Gathland.
She
She's
just
too
continues
fat
to
be a
shake.
spirit.
Let me see.
Look, she's too fat. Look.
+1.
Try to
Times
calm
that
it
by
down, Cal.
7.
That is not a
Plus
spirit. That
15.
is a fairy.
Oh, I
It,
think I.
they live in the woods, far away from here.
I'm not a fairy. Who told you that? It's my business.
I may have miscalculated Hyacinth's HP.
Lower high.
Higher.
It should be higher.
It should be higher. I
By
miss.
how much?
Well, I kind of miss by about 8.
So
Instead of
should it be
86, it should have been 92.
And what's her constitution?
18.
Oh yeah, she didn't die. Well, good for
Which
her.
means she didn't die. Brought
Brenda-
very,
If Brenda
very,
comes
very
back-
close. I'm not going to suggest it,
Nope.
but
I will.
I did.
No, if I can get your characters right.
yeah.
Yeah.
At least Kaelirra didn't have to expend all that power.
Hmm.
That's a thing.
Or she did, and then Hyacinth just gets a bunch of bonus hit points out of the deal. She just
Whatever.
absorbs your negative level.
Oh, God damn it. Fucking negative level S. I fucking hate taking on.
You're welcome.
Fuck.
Then I try to calm her down and get her focus on me and ask her, like, what are you doing here?
After several moments of babbling, she collects herself enough to say that I escaped, got out of the pens, started running.
Well, you made it pretty close. The border's just down there. Point.
Border?
Yeah, the Hobgoblin Empire border.
What?
They don't control everything, you know.
But they do.
Nope. Free
No,
country,
no.
right down there. Where people can be free and not live under tyranny.
Yeah.
Except for tax.
That's where we live. We live there. We are free. We fight the hobgoblins.
Yeah, we have like whole armies that are there to protect people from the hobgoblins.
Free by definition of the feudal system.
Hey, I have been introducing the sociological upgrading of it, so don't try that.
Alright. The girl
Proletarian
stares at...
liberty.
The girl stares at the lot of you like she doesn't believe what you're saying. That you're just blowing her mind. That there's nothing beyond the Hobgoblin Empire, clearly, right? But as you start trying to tell her more and more about Pergolith, her eyes, new as they are, grow wide, and she starts tearing up a little bit when you say that she's been lied to her whole life, such as it is. She's this close to freedom and has been the whole time.
We can take you out if you want when we're done here. When we go back home.
She nods enthusiastically.
And we want you to do something very simple.
I have something
Like,
she
I'd
could
make
do.
Her, I make her look at me, and I look into her and say, "Stop screaming."
She whimpers and shuts her mouth.
Thank you. If you see something that you're afraid of, like, point at Celadrie, don't scream.
It
No,
would be bad
slowly.
if you gave us away.
Yeah. Because if we can hear you, a lot of things can also hear you, and that's bad. So, if we keep quiet, it's much easier to move through the woods.
She nods slowly.
Okay. I lift her up. Just set her down on the big rock here and start helping undoing the fire.
Alright.
There we go.
She rubs
I'll
at her
clean up.
wrists, and when she does so, you can see that both of her palms have been sliced open. Another fresh wound, and this one hasn't healed fully yet. It's still closing and making its scars. And just a short ways away, you notice that there's a knife sticking out of the ground. It doesn't look like it was one of the soldiers. Much too
that
crude
your knife?
for that.
I have an idea.
Careful.
Well, so how did you, like, get possessed?
She shudders and says, I don't know. The hunters came after me, and then all I could do was just panic, and I cut myself.
On that knife?
She nods slowly.
Where was the knife?
She doesn't go to pick it up per se, but she makes like a sheathing motion on her own belt.
Well, you had it.
Can I look closer at the wounds on her hand?
Mm-hmm.
With my touchy detect.
Sure. Like trying to detect alchemicals things? Or detect
Detect
magic?
some form of like, if there's some residual like energy or like from a spell or like an entryway, like spellcraft.
Yeah, you can make a spellcraft. I think that would be appropriate.
If Firefox would stop shooting its pants. Thank you very much. Spellcraft.
Well, okay then.
I'm on a roll today.
A lot of nat 20s coming out in here. Alright, Backy. You don't really need to rack your brain that hard about this. This is a classic case of blood magic. Someone gets afraid or panics, opens up their mental defenses, and sheds a little bit of blood, opens up a spirit to help them in their time of need. In this case, perhaps a spirit of rage or vengeance. Something that brutally slaughtered all these hobgoblin soldiers. Perhaps justice, though. One might wonder why such a spirit would attack you, unless it was driven mad inside her.
I said injustice.
Yeah, same difference. The spirit of injustice would probably not help someone about to be dragged back off to slave camp, but might help the hobgoblins.
Firefox is 7.696 gigs. Might need to restart it.
Maybe you should.
Probably.
I'm going to do something. I'm going to look at Brandon, and then look at this girl, and look back at Brandon. And I'm going to say a few last words for him. And then I will take his holy symbol off of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go over to this new girl. And I will look at her hands, and I will take her hands in mine, and I will I will heal her wounds.
All right. There is nothing left but tiny little scars on her palms when you're done.
Okay. I will introduce myself as Skezza, and that I, like her, was once a slave of the hobgoblins. And like her, I escaped. But I was able to escape all the way to the south. And I eventually made my way and found a goddess and gained this divine power within me. And now I serve her, and now I am here, and perhaps, and while I will forever mourn the loss of Brandon, who was killed by this spirit possessing you. Perhaps our meeting might be fated. Could be fated. He was in life a great a priest of my goddess. He was my apprentice, much like the paladin behind me is. Perhaps you would like to take up his mantle.
So she looks between...
hold out this symbol.
She looks between you and Brendan's corpse, and just like you can see tears starting to well up, but she wipes them away and she says, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Wasn't you? Is that spirit?
She...
If you want, we could take you back. If you want, you could. You don't have to accept, of course. But you could be my apprentice as well. Learn the ways of the gods and how to heal others like I just healed you.
Help slaves and people.
She will ponder this for a moment and say, in the pens they said the gods weren't real, that they were just make-believe, but...
Hey, Kaelirra? Come over here.
Oh, I've got something. If she wants a law of proof, I can give her something.
She shakes her head. I believe you. It's just...
Oh.
I never thought.
Well, they're real.
Yeah, see? Right over here, Kaelirra.
Kaelirra waves. The girl opens her mouth to scream when she sees the dragon pony, then clamps both hands over her mouth.
That is Kaelirra, goddess of fertility and valor.
And camaraderie. Camaraderie says from the back. The poor girl just looks between the three of them and looks like she's about to faint. And shakes it off. Says, and the gods are just walking amongst us now?
These are just aspects of the gods.
Little tiny pieces.
I don't know what to say. I wouldn't mind learning, but this is so much.
Let's let her rest and get healthy and heal up.
She nods.
I will let her keep the symbol. Put it in your pocket. If you don't want to, just give it back. If you want to, wear it.
She slowly puts it in her pocket, then looks between all of you and eventually wraps her arms around herself. Is there somewhere I can sit down? I don't feel well.
What time is it?
It is evening. The sun is just starting to set over the...
We will have to set up camp soon, but probably not near where these hobgoblins are. We'll have to move.
Upriver.
Well, just drag them out of the river first without contaminating it. It's just...
No, we shouldn't touch them.
Why not?
The river is...
If they come by finding these guys and find them that they had been dragged out of the river, it'll be more evidence that we were here.
This is frozen.
It's going to unfreeze fairly quickly. It's July.
Oh, it's true. Oh, let's check if they got anything on them at least. Dum, 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 dum.
They're hobgoblins. I'm just gonna turn it around. They're just grunts. They're not gonna have anything of value. Check them if you want.
I'm doing that.
I will wrap Brandon's body in a blanket and tie it. We'll carry him to Razorwing.
Well, Bracewing can fly him to Kingsburg. And you can, resummon him.
I'd like to keep him with me right now.
Alright, so the party begins to move upriver.
Anything on the bodies?
Aside from normal crap you would expect on a hobgoblin footman, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You find 193 pieces of Imperial silver.
Fuck yeah. Cart and horses almost paid off. You guys want any of this, or you want?
What?
There's 193 silver on them, so...
I don't really care.
Okay. Pockets it.
Alright.
So we camp out for the night, make sure it's nice and secure, whip out the towel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. I actually have a spare clothing on her. If she can fit in these.
It's a bit of an awkward fit, but yeah, she'll be happy to take any fresh clothes you can offer, because hers are filthy and bloody.
Yeah, so we get her cleaned up there, we get her some new clothes, we get her some food. We got some meats, fruits, and Progothia and emergency rations, aka Savin's idea of lambda spread.
Alright. As she's eating, eventually the girl will introduce herself as Ritsu. R-I-T-Z-U. And she'll reiterate that she was born a slave in Gastagoth. This is the first time she's ever been out of the city, and, well, it's not been a very good time. She's just thankful that someone found her before that demon ate what little is left of her soul.
Oh, introduce us Backy, also known as Backy, the Alchemist. The Hobgoblins tend to
The Mad
call me
Bomber.
the Mad Bomber. Oh, you know me. Hi.
Looks like you get around.
She nods. They told us stories about you to scare us. That you'd come and burn the whole city down if we didn't work hard.
Oh no, it's the other way. If I would burn down the city, I'll come there to rescue you all.
That's what some of us thought, but
Oh yeah.
we were just told you were some sort of like weird witch living out in the woods, not part of an army.
Yep.
Can you really rescue the other slaves, though?
That's the plan. It's gonna take a while, but we'll get to them.
She grins at that. I'd like to see what you
Oh,
could do to
and
all those
this-
bastards. Those goblins deserve everything they get.
And I hold my hand out to present. This is Skezza. If she has a reputation, She probably has done something to deserve it.
Skezza. She thinks long and hard for a minute.
Paladin of Kaelirra? Once fucked 70 Minotaurs?
Oh, for love.
The girl
What?
just blushes and gasps.
Why do you people have to keep saying that?
It's a pretty impressive feat right there.
It's not one I'm proud of.
We're just gonna get around.
I hate you guys.
Okay, but that's not something she's proud of, but she took out 70 Minotaurs by herself.
They were sieging a castle. They were coming over the walls. It didn't work out.
Because you moved.
I didn't think they would do that. I was trying to subdue them. I had this plan, and it went very wrong. But in the end...
But it worked.
But it worked. I will hide my face in my hands. God damn it. And slowly, quietly curse.
So yeah.
Anyway, yes, my name is Skezza.
And she's been freeing all the Minotaurs she can find.
And cowgirls.
And curing them of their
And
curse.
Cowgirl.
And then we got another one that's back home at the moment, taking care of other stuff at his own castle, is Sigrid Lionfang or something. What's her last name?
Lion Fang.
Lionfang?
I think
Lionfang.
so.
Also known as the meat grinder. During
And
the
Celadrie.
retail, and there's a Celadrie, the Grand Archmage of Wilderlands.
So you are a witch. I knew it.
No, I'm an Arcanist.
No,
Cocks her
Wizard.
head to the side. What's an Arcanist?
It's what is an Arcanist anyway?
it's when you take.
I'm just
it's
like
when
a fancily
sorcerer-
trained witch. Don't worry.
Where we're from, mages aren't prosecuted like they are in... They're not suppressed. You actually can learn how to use magic.
Oh wow!
Where I'm from,
Oh.
they're not suppressed. Where you and Fergus are kind of suppressed.
That's only for enchantment magic.
I actually like run a school to teach people magic.
Yep.
She gasps and then just runs over to you and takes your hands. I can do a little magic. Could you teach me?
Yeah.
She giggles and grins and in her hands produces a tiny little mote of flame, like the tiniest little cantrip, and just giggles with joy. See?
That's awesome.
Let's find some.
I actually invent some spells myself.
You can,
Like the spell that sucked the spirit out of you and put it into that sword. I created that spell.
Really?
She's a creator of magic. Jazz hands.
And this was the first spell I ever made, and I will cast Fresh Breath on her.
She gasps as her mouth is filled with minty freshness. The taste, it's like mints.
Yep.
She giggles again and like breathes on one of her hands and sniffs at it. Wow. Can all of you do magic?
Nah, they're too dumb.
I may not be a genius like you or Rebecca, but I get my magic somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't learn how to do my magic like Celadrie does. I ask for my magic, and I'm given it by my goddess.
Mine
I
just sort of showed up one day.
Backy, she just makes magic potions, and Skezza there, she gets divine magic from Kaelirra. But I'm the only proper arcane spellcaster.
I make potions and bombs and set things on fire and heals and give
Yeah.
people back their tongues and eyes.
I said that. You make potions.
I could be really flashy, but I don't really.
So
Not at night.
can everyone in this pergolith place to use magic like that? Or?
Not everybody.
Not everyone, but there's a lot of us.
Wow. In Gastagoth, if you showed off that you could use magic, they'd take you away. Never see you again. Or they'd make you join the priests. If you were lucky and a man.
Wait, what priest of what?
The cult of fire, the war god, Agaresh.
Please don't go on a tirade. Please don't go on a tirade.
Just sits there with this massive shit-eating grin and just claps her hands so excitedly. Oh, it's so fun.
Anyway,
That's so funny.
Well,
Oh, I just
Celadrie,
love that bit.
it looks like
Oh,
you
come
have
on.
an
You,
apprentice.
come on, Skezza and Savin. You have to admit that's so funny.
Yes, it's very funny.
Yeah. Because I just lean closer to her and say,
Please don't.
do you want to know a secret about the god of flame and war?
No,
She
please,
nods
please.
slowly.
He's dead. He got eaten.
She gasps.
Yes.
way to make her fear. What's her
You
butt?
ate a god? It was you, wasn't it? And that's how you can make all those fires.
No. I don't do that. I didn't eat it. There was another god that ate him because the Hedrah was a wicked god. So he got punished and he got eaten.
Oh. And then she'll look at Skezza and then say, but if Agaresh was eaten, how come his priests can still do what you do? Don't you need a god for that?
It's possible. Well,
Can they
I
heal
mean,
people? Or do they create fire and destruction?
She shrugs. I've never been able to go to the temple, but they take the sick and the wounded there. Well, wounded hobgoblins, anyway.
That means there's a fragment left. Oh, it just looks straight up to here. There's still a bit of him out there.
could be that there's an aspect, like there were other aspects just kind of sitting around. Who knows? There's no way for us to tell. I would suspect that most of their displays of power are like Celadrie's, and it's just magic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Some chlorine drop
Oh, my-
bombs on his forehead.
Yeah.
Are there even clouds?
It is a clear, starry night.
See, this is why it's awesome.
We should probably make camp somewhere soon.
Well, we
somewhere
are
close
gonna
by.
camp.
Oh, we are? We already did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you got the clothes, get cleaned up.
Yeah, this is all like happening around the campfire while you guys are eating.
Oh. What happened to my sword?
I don't know what happened to it.
Well,
Did you
after
ever
the
get it back?
fight, I would have stared down at it and took out my water skin and shook it at it. I'm going to pick you up, and so help me, if you try anything, I will see to it that you spend the rest of your days sitting inside of a barrel of holy water. You are not the first demon I have contended with. This crown of mine once held one of you. It's not there anymore.
Took care of that one too.
Do not test us.
I'm actually kind of a bane of intelligent magical items.
There should be a store key for you.
And then I will just put the water skin away and take out my other blanket. Now that my other one of them is covering a dead body, I will take out the other one, and I will look at Hyacinth, and I will look at Rebecca and Celadrie. You guys know what to do, right?
Just don't
No.
wield it.
Please don't Please do not feeble-mind me.
Oh, you want the card?
No, don't. I do not wish to become a drooling pile of meat. I'm going to pick it up with this cloth,
Wait,
with
you're
this blanket.
feeble-minded now?
No. Shake my head. Subdue me if I start acting erratic.
Okay.
And then I will grab up my blanket and pick up the sword.
Okay. You now have a bundled up +1 rapier.
With a demon in it.
Yes. You can see that the blade has taken on a darker hue now, and it's certainly radiating evil when you pass a detect magic over it, or detect evil, rather.
Can you hear me at all, or am I just talking to the air?
If it can hear you, it makes no response that you can see or hear from inside your blanket.
I have a slight question, though. This is from a scientific alchemical perspective.
Hmm?
What would happen if you gave me a sample of Kaelirra's tears, and then I mixed it together with some empowered holy water?
I don't know. Are you hoping to try to replicate the tears? Because
No,
that would
that
be,
wasn't my
that would be
intention.
nice.
That wasn't my intention, but that's something I could try. But I was thinking about changing the aspect of said demons. See? Cleansing.
It's a little
See?
unethical.
It just tilts her head sideways like an owl and just looks at her.
Yes, I know. I'm well aware of the irony of me saying that. The whole sword isn't bundled up. It's just the handle I'm holding it by.
Okay. You still get no response when you repeat the question?
Now, I know I came off strong before, but I like to think that you demons aren't all bad. I understand that you kind of have a chance of going crazy when you come to our world, because your world is kind of doesn't change or something, and the shift is very traumatic. But I'd like to think that you can be good people, despite what I can sense from this. We're going to have a more in-depth conversation later. So just sit tight for now, and then we'll wrap it up and stow it away.
Okay.
And that night, when we bed down, I'm going to try and find Brandon in the dream. His spirit.
Oh yes, he's very much there. And he looks at you with a sad expression when you arrive and says, "Well, that was unexpected."
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brandon.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Is Hyacinth alright? She, he makes a little exploding gesture.
She managed to just barely make it through.
Well, that's good at least.
So, yeah.
And the girl?
Possessed by a demon, by some kind of spirit. We were able to subdue her and remove it from her. We stowed the spirit inside of my sword for now. We had to put it
More
somewhere.
spirits and swords.
Yeah.
I think we'd have learned by now. He'll take a seat on like a tree stump nearby and say, "Would you do me a favor, Skezza?
Sure.
My
course.
folks are still in Pergolith. Could you, tell them I love them and all that?"
Yes, of course.
Well, see him eventually again, I'm sure.
Maybe. I hope so. Is there anything in particular you want me to do or say?
He looks around and sort of makes eye contact with some of the Lion Knights nearby and shakes his head. You know, it's not all that bad being dead, I guess. There's just that momentary blink of darkness and then just showed up here. It's like I don't feel anything for the mortal world anymore. Like it's all like that was the dream and this is real now. It's hard to really even think about it anymore.
Well, you'll be able to rest here then.
Yeah. Well, at least I get the chance. If you guys had killed me like the Tome Knights would have, I don't know where my spirit would have gone. Maybe nowhere. So thanks for that. He will stand up and just come over and give you a hug. It was nice being your apprentice while it lasted, Skezza. Treated me a lot better than those mages ever did.
I'm just sorry that it ended.
He nods. But you'll find another, I'm sure. Can't be the last cleric of Kaelirra, can I?
No. I'll search for another.
Brandon gives you a parting squeeze and steps back. And you find yourself slowly withdrawing back into the waking world, feeling the early fingers of sunlight creeping across your cheeks. So, I think this would be a good time to call the session. We are basically at the footsteps of the temple, and really would only have an hour left, and I do have an early doctor's appointment tomorrow, so... I think this will do it for us tonight.
You should be proud of yourself, Savin. That's the second time that you've made me cry.
I'm sorry, Kina.
Oh, God damn it.
I wasn't quite sure on the sniffle there.
No. Yeah, no. As soon as I got to the dream, I just couldn't fucking stop it. I'm gonna have to retire Skezza events just so I can avoid this problem again and just start with a clean slate. Character I don't care that much about. God damn it. No, I can't do that either, though.
Alright. Everyone mark down 2 EXP. And yeah. Thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks for watching stream. Yeah.